I have here the 3rd edition boxed set for HârnMaster, the fantasy role-playing game. It's by Columbia Games. And I suppose this is like their starter box here. I've had it for a while on my shelf, and it's time to open it up. I first became aware of HârnMaster when I was researching different combat systems for RPGs, specifically regarding realism in them. And I'm sure I came across this on a forum, but of course what really drew me to this box was this really gritty-looking, realistic Norman knight on the box set. And if you've been following what I've been doing, you know I really like low fantasy, kind of realistic settings. And so when I saw this as a fantasy role-playing game, but with this really realistic-looking, gritty art, I was like, well, I've got to take a look at it. But it's been on my shelf for a while, and I don't really even know what's inside. I've been looking at different PDFs, but I think it's time to get inside this box. So let's open it up and see what's inside. Okay, see, it says HarnMaster is a role-playing game that emphasizes character, background, and combat skills. Includes character generation, blah, blah. The rules are modular and Looseleaf with dozens of options to customize your game. Full-color Game Master screen, we can check that out. And then welcome to Harn, where the fantasy is real. So I'm sure that's what attracted me to it. Oh, okay, slip case. Right there. And then here is the box set. Mouth of Thard. Oh, this is your Game Master screen. Okay, I don't know everything about, or enough about the game to evaluate that at the moment. So let me set that over there. So we do have a Game Master screen. It's not the, it's on like cardstock, really thick cardstock. HarnMaster 3rd edition. So this is what it means by a loose leaf game, I suppose. So I had seen that, but I hadn't remembered that until I just opened it up. So we're gonna have to get a binder for this. But fortunately, I've got one. I will go find it. A pad of character sheets. That's nice. I like that. I wish that more boxed sets included these. Now, of course, we can print off PDFs and things like that now. A bit more easily done. Of course, we can go down to the copy shop and copy things. But especially since these are color, I really like having that. Okay, and then the advertisement for the game. So basically, we've got this, the Game Master screen, and here. So I guess what I need to do is go find a binder. Just one second. All right, I found a basic binder here in the office we can use. So let's stick this in here. It is nice and thick, durable paper. Well, that does fit kind of nicely. I guess that's sized for that. We can put the Game Master screen probably in a pocket. Well, we'll put the character sheets here in the back. I haven't ever seen another role-playing game take this approach, although I do think, I remember a friend of mine having something that was in a binder from Dungeons & Dragons a long time ago, but I can't remember. It may have been like monsters or something that they came with. Well, I suppose we actually don't need this box then. But what I do want, I really like this cover. That was one of the reasons that I got this. And maybe I need a bigger binder, because what I guess I could figure, what I could do is just cut this and put it inside the binder top. But it's a little bit too long for that. If I had a thicker binder, maybe this would fit in the side, or the spine pocket. Of course, I'm a little bit hesitant to cut this, but it's clearly what needs to be done in order to have a HarnMaster binder, especially since it's not going to fit perfectly. Well, let's just do it. I hate to cut the game designers' names off, so I don't really want to do that. But maybe I don't need 3rd edition. Maybe if you just cut right here with 3rd edition, that's probably what I should do. Because I can open it up and see it's the 3rd edition inside. Okay, there. That's nice. What about putting on the back? Okay, now can we fix this up? The HarnMaster is just too wide to go on there, which is a real shame. I think my width needs to be like right at the length of the logo. Well, not enough. Since we can't have the name of the game on there, let's just make that where it stops. That will have to do. I guess you could put this down someplace if you wanted to. Put 3rd edition over here. Maybe I could have glued it to the spine here. But at least we got the cool looking knight's face here. So, alright, I've never had to do that with a role-playing game before. So, now I've got my HarnMaster set up. Right there. I do like the art. I've liked the pen and ink art, even on the interior. Of course, this is all black and white. Talking about character, generating a character right now. And I do think that HarnMaster is one of those games that does fuse the system with the setting. So we're definitely going to be looking at in here different things about the world of Harn intermixed with the character generation and such. This has a very old school feel to it, which I think is part of what it was trying to do. Oh, occupation generation tables. Yes, very old school. Looks like we're getting into... Yeah, see, this is the Shek Pavar. The Shek Pavar belonged to one of 6 ancient esoteric suborders, Convocation. Each convocation stresses on certain Pavaric principles because some are in conflict with others. Most Harnic Shek Pavar reside in Meldarin. So this is definitely role-playing within a certain world here. Lots of sidebars on almost every page. That's kind of like an old GURPS 3rd edition thing. Reminds me of that. Skill lists. Beheaded an orc or something here. The combat system was basically why I was interested in this in general. We got the hit locations because according to some forums I was reading a long time ago, this had, a really great combat system that was supposed to be real realistic. Now, I don't remember much about it right now because it's been so long since I've looked at it, and of course this is the first time I've actually opened up this box, but I think it's going to be a good thing for us to dig into, because actually at one time, based on the look of the game, I thought this might be a good system to use for a Lord of the Rings themed game. Of course, I'm talking about the books, not the movies, but Dark Ages fantasy. And of course, this is blended with its own setting, but I was really looking into a good system to run games in Middle-earth using, and so I think that's why I was evaluating it at the time. And I'm not sure if you abstracted the system from this setting, if it's something that could do Middle-earth well or not. Weapons and armor tables. We got a bestiary here in the back. See, I do like that orc. I think that's a good-looking orc. I like the orc as demon kind of look, and I like it. We'll go over here and take a look at this. So here's the Game Master screen. Looks like we've got art on the back facing the players, or the front, whichever way you want to consider it. Looks like some just different places within the world. Time tick table, chance of encounter table, forced march, weather table, weather movement summary, vehicle table, foot pack animal table. All looks useful. Treatment table, obviously for injury here. Bleeder, bruise, fracture, crush, minor cut, serious cut, grievous cut, minor stab, serious stab, grievous stab, minor burn, serious burn, grievous burn, minor frost, serious frost, or grievous frost. So there we go. We definitely have different types of injury in this game. Treatments, amputee. Surgical amputation is the only treatment for grievous frost and may be used to halt the spread of infection. A body part with grievous infection is removed, and a new serious or grievous injury is created according to the operation's success. Roll on the treatment table again for the new injury. Bleeder. Treatment must be continued each minute until bleeding stops. Clean and dress. Takes 5 minutes per injury level and requires water and bandages. Compress. Apply cold compress for 5d6 minutes. Herbal remedies and balms reduce swelling. Splinting. Surgery. Warming. No wonder I was looking at it. That was the kind of thing that kind of detail is definitely something I would have been interested in. And am interested in, but especially years ago when I was looking for different kinds of systems like this. Action options, defense options. This GM screen, I suppose these interior ones, are a pretty good look at what might be expected to be inside. We don't have enough time to go through like a flip through and read through in this video, but this does kind of give us an idea of what the system is like and the kinds of things we're going to be expecting. So attack options: rest, pass, free move, engage, charge, discharge, rise, grope, melee attack, missile attack, grapple attack, esoteric attack. Melee combat. So attacker, declare target and weapon. Declare aspect and aim. then defender declares defense, then melee attack, determine EMLS, and I've got an asterisk there, but I don't see the asterisk right now. Make skill roll, determine combat result, strike delivery, if any, generate strike location, determine strike impact, determine effective impact, determine injury, if any. Oh, here's my star EML. EML modifiers on combat 11. Physical penalty, special penalty, aiming, outnumbered, or prone opponent. So those are different modifiers here. Defense options. So I suppose when the defender declares defense, we can do block, counter-strike, dodge, ignore, grapple defense, missile defense, esoteric defense, opportunity fire, or catch LV missile. Missile combat, attacker declare a target and weapon, declare aim zone, fire and reduce ammo, defender declare defense, missile attack, determine EMLS, make skill rolls, determine combat result, strike delivery, if any, generate strike location, determine strike impact, determine effective impact, determine injury, if any. Missile data table, I guess this is ranges. Armor protective values, cloth or hair, quilt fur, leather hide, curabul, ring, mail, scale, plate, and then armor in different layers. Oh, so, okay, if we're going to combine mail with leather and cloth, or curabul with quilt and cloth, or mail and plate and leather, I think this is pretty neat because depending on the way the game goes and what things are considered, well, if you're wearing like mail, then you're probably wearing gambeson under it or other type of padding. So, you know, so different games handle layering armor differently. Of course, the easiest thing to just say in a game is that, hey, you have to wear padding with your mail. That's just the standard way that it's done. And so if you're wearing mail, that the stats for your mail include all of that. But other people want to get more detailed, and so you could definitely do that here with different combination tables. Now, we've got these combat tables here, which of course I don't understand right now, but we've got the attacker and some different options here, and then these are the defender options, I suppose, whether they're blocking, counter-strike, dodge, or ignore. I see those listed over here as well. I don't know what CS, MS, MF, and CF are. We got the same thing here with attacker, blocking, dodging, or ignoring. Wild must mean like wild swing or something like that. And then aiming zone, this probably tells you what you hit if you're aiming high or in the middle or low. Strike location, skull, face, neck, shoulder, upper arm, elbow, forearm, hand, thorax, abdomen, groin, hip, thigh, knee, calf, foot. And then injury table, I don't know how to read that. We do have minor, serious, grievous, we saw that from the other table, and kill, mortal wound, that's in red here. Like I said, I can definitely see why I was interested in this game, and we may have to do a more comprehensive look at this, because I want to do flip-throughs and things like that, where we go over things in a bit more detail than we do in these kind of unboxing and initial impression videos, because I'm always looking for different aspects of different games that can be salvaged and then put back together in different ways, especially if we were going to look at trying to create our own RPG. You know, there are so many things out there, things to borrow from. Maybe there's the perfect RPG out there for different kinds of games and scenarios and different ways that different groups want to play. And you don't have to go and create your own, as long as you're looking at a bunch of different things that are out there, because there is so much more out there than just Dungeons and Dragons. So something I've never done before, needing to put it together in a binder, but on the other hand, that makes it different than anything else that's over here on my shelf. We'll have to dig into the combat system in a later video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please go back to my channel. There's a ton of other videos over there on role-playing and fantasy and even action figures, all organized by playlist. Just go to the playlist and check out what you're interested in. I look forward to seeing you in another video, and until then, happy gaming.